to go.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
yeah.
Ti si jedini od fotografa ovdje, da znaš. Pa zato što su svi ostali, poslali smo sve dole. Kao što je u Neđarčima u Studentskom dolu. Ulaziš na glavni ulaz. Glavni službeni ulaz. Kuda se ulazi. Izvesno. Biću ja dole, ja idem, čim se ovi skupe, ja idem dole, znaš. Tako da, i bit će neko da vas dočeka da vas preuzmjera. A i ti isto može, čim ovi dođu.
Very different from last year.
All right.
She's never.
Della, good communications.
How you doing?
Pulled everything together.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Liliana, Della. Coming back around.
Zašto telefon?
We managed. Yeah. You know, it's still. Flying.
Sure, I do too. I'm sure you have a collection of these. You know who made me make these?
Randy.
Harry.
Huh?
Harry made me make these.
Harry what?
Made me make these. Lives in
Your
there.
last trip with UNICEF?
When was the last time we were
Colombia,
together?
right?
Huh?
Colombia.
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 Yeah.
We in Colombia last year.
Yeah.
And Bogota.
And then Peru before
I think
that.
I got a virus
You did?
Came
In
from-
Colombia.
somewhere between the DR where I was
That's right. It was
and
obviously
Colombia.
Ah, yeah.
Oh man,
Colombia
sometimes
was
it could have
right.
been in the pool I was swimming in. It could have been anywhere.
Yeah. And Colombia is high as well, so it's also.
Yeah.
Well, we were on
Can be
the
a bit
plane every other day because
We went to Cartagena.
Ah, you did.
Medellin.
Where is it?
I'm French and German. Grew up in
Okay.
Italy, so kind of European. But I have many years of Latin America.
Okay.
Spent 10 years in Brazil.
Oh, 10 years in Brazil.
Yeah, not just UNICEF, but large part of UNICEF, and then Peru.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here for 4 years, and especially as soon as you leave Sarajevo, but not just Sarajevo, if you just walk up on the little street, walk like 15-20 minutes, it's a different reality.
Mm.
So there's a lot of difference.
When you say
between-
different reality, what?
It's poverty, it's very high.
Don't need to introduce you.
All right, then, pleasure.
Eliana,
Marissa,
Hi.
how are you?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm Natalia Ganisko.
Hello.
Natalia.
How you doing, Natalia? All right.
Natalia.
And your name is?
Renzo.
Huh?
Renzo.
Okay.
Renzo like Renzo.
You're delegation.
Thanks.
Of course.
Which we're working because they learn the different histories. I mean, we did a documentary, and you ask children in the country what is the capital of the country, you get different answers. For example. So so you know, for the coherence of the country and stability. So we work a lot on these things. It's about ability. That's why to show the special ability that those children have. And that's why having you today is actually so important, because you hear to strengthen those messages of coherence and on inclusion of children with disability. It's something which is very strong and extremely timely, actually, because we're having all this.
About, I think 2007 or something like that. You know, spent some time there, and in here. This is the second time that I've been in what is used to call Southeast, and but the first time that I've had an opportunity to be here. In fact, I was just thinking when we were talking about Egypt earlier, with a group of us, spent some time in Egypt with UNICEF. Sometime I came to the UN family through UNDP. And it was a big major campaign. Gordon, the great South African writer, novelist, the first Goodwill ambassadors for UNDP in 97. The status of women, creating sustainable jobs, and also by my man Julius Nieres.
This is the region where you had a relatively good level of income even in the past. What certainly you have a phenomenon of poverty, and especially
će se odigravati tamo u polju u minusu. Podijelit ću po toga, pola vas vjernik i pola ne može to tako jako.
Super bonus, 600 besplatnih SMS poruka i 600 besplatnih komentara.
Znači, ja sam ne razumijem.
Ajde malo nastavno, za nema veze da se potrebno. Dakle, oko svih linija imamo i ove pare, znači iza... Tvoj grad prije svega u lijepom konceptu. Imajte na umu da je najbitnije fair play, pa sve ostalo. Dakle, molim ću vas isto kada glumac dođe, ja ga ne bi još jedan veliki aplauz za... Dolaze! Doboj! Zenica! Prijedor! Prijedor mi je nešto slab bio, idemo dalje! Bihać! Tuzla!
Ovo su loptice. Može sjesti kod Anesa. Gospodin Golež je posebno pripremio za ovaj adres. Vama poznaje oblika. Da može brže da se još. Ali mu nije pomogli. Nećemo doći uzimati izjave. Da imam se dvije minute, ne znam kome će govoriti. Znači posle.
It develops friendships and relationships.
Da razumijemo jedno drugo.
Bosnia and Herzegovina's children are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful children.
Prvo moram reći da mislim da su djeca u Bosni i Hercegovini prekrasna djeca.
Second of all, I get to meet children from all over the world, whether they're small villages in Africa, whether they're large cities in South America. I get a chance to meet them, and they all are the same in so many different ways. They're brilliant, they have incredible imaginations, and they have a beautiful spirit.
A drugo, ja imam priliku da upoznajem djecu širom svijeta. Bilo da se radi o djeci koja dolaze iz malih sela iz Afrike ili iz velikih gradova iz Južne Amerike. Ono što mogu reći jeste da su sva djeca ista na toliko mnogo načina. Zapravo svi su oni briljantni.
And I know that you because it was the first sport in America that integrated its sport in 1947. So they integrated the sports. That's why baseball for Americans was really an important sport.
Razlog zašto govorimo o američkom bejsbolu jeste zato što je to bio zapravo prvi integrirani sport u Sjedinjenim Američkim.
History.
Pitajte ga je još. Imamo vremena, pitajte. Prođi za bake. Imamo neko pitanje. Sam prođi. Pitajte je Leo naši ćevapi. Antonija.
Jeste li probali bosanske ćevape?
I'm going to have it before I leave here. before I leave here, I will have Cevapi.
Prije nego što...
Možete li nama reći kako je biti glumac?
It is a lot of hard work to be an actor, a lot of fun to be an actor, because you can pretend a lot, and there's a lot of, let's say, luck involved in being an actor.
Znate kako je biti glumac? To podrazumijeva dosta napornog rada, dosta zabave i dobro je što može... Aleksandra!
Već.
Znamo engleski, što se sad isto ne igraš.
Gospodin Denni Clover vam je svima poručio za sve moje predivne prijatelje iz... Zeznula nas je sviju.
Buongiorno, come stai?
Sada će da...
Igrat počne ako pobjedi najbolje.
Sreća pa smo mi u sportskim igrama mladih svi poligloti.
One of the things that seems to be pretty uneventful is that it's about children, and that's the special part about today's day. Despite the hardships, whenever there's a conflict on women and children, mothers and children, to find it in the faces of children and look in the eyes of children, there always is a sense of hope, this sense of possibility, you know, and you can project in your imagination that we can and will and must make a better future for children.
Will you see any of the movies during the film festival?
Yes, I will.
What's your favorite? I mean, if you
I haven't seen any. I just arrived, so I haven't seen any yet. I've been fortunate, and let's segue into where you're born and when you're raised. You know, the foreign films have been something that's been part of what I've watched since I was 17. You know, years old, almost 50 years ago, 50 years of watching foreign films. Because I understand one thing that is clear, that you understand that people are watching the images that they create in their own imagination, you know, about who they are. That's the only way you understand people. And so foreign films, that has been one of the things, like my company, Blue Richard Films, one of the things that we're involved in, or been involved in, supporting young directors, often primarily women, young directors as they direct their movies, whether they're Morocco, Senegal, Palestine. That's what we've been supporting.
Let's talk more about children. Today you had a really wonderful, you made wonderful friendships. I think they asked you many questions. Are you surprised? What's your impression of today's match?
Well, I mean, for me, I'm always, you know, you're asking children to take a major leap. You know, the films that they may see now
They're films that I did, more than 15 years ago. And for them to be here, first of all, to connect with me because I'm here on their behalf, and I make that explicit that I'm here on their behalf, then that's wonderful in a sense. And they know that I'm here on their behalf, whether I'm in Colombia, whether I'm in Senegal, or whether I'm somewhere else in Brazil visiting a UNICEF project. I'm there on behalf of those children, and that becomes clear. If they seem to recognize me because they saw something, they say, that kind of looks like that guy, then, that's good. But the most important thing is that they realize that I have no other agenda, and that I think the children of the world are all our children. They're all our children. And that I'm here on behalf of UNICEF in service of that. And to make sure that, and to say in my presence here, that their future is just as valuable to me and is just as important to me as the future of my own children.
What's the main difference between European movies and the American movies?
Well, I tell you what, from watching European movies, in a sense, there's certain ways in which you look at cinema and determine serious moment as they kind of rebuild their lives, rebuild their humanity, and rebuild their sense of possibilities. I don't know if Americans experience that because they've never had the trauma of something that happens on their front, or at least to the extent that they're able to look at it. Maybe the Civil War, which was an internal. There's a beautiful song, I Believe the Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of hope, a sense of pride. There's a song that's sung by George Benson, has been sung in movies, and I believe that.
Ajmo djeca do dženja, ručak.